Today I'm going to teach you guys a really simple concept that we use in business, but you don't have to be a business person to do this. You can be a student, a worker, a senior citizen, a housewife, and any person in this world who can do this. And before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you wouldn't know that I'm doing this just for your content and your betterment. There is no sales pitch, and I don't help people develop businesses for any service or charge. So this is free of cost, and there's no strings attached, nothing to sell at the end. But this is a money-making strategy that I have used personally, and a lot of people do. Most big companies use it. In fact, no company gets bigger without using the strategy. I didn't expand as much as I have now without using the strategy, and I learned it after many years of trying to do everything myself. Then I finally learned something about this, and I implemented this, and the business blew up. It's been blowing up because of that, and I'm doing more and more of that. And no matter who you are, once again, no matter who you are, you can start this right now and start making money from it. It's a no-brainer. It's something that has been staring you at your face for a long time, and you have seen people around you do it. Let me tell you what it is. It is called, in the world of business, JV. JV is short for joint ventures, which is just a fancy name for partnerships. So when people have partnerships or affiliations with other companies, they grow exponentially. The difference is, if you don't have a partnership and you're finding all customers by yourself, you are putting investments in Google ads, Facebook ads, you're going door to door, you're doing all the hard work by yourself. But as soon as you have a partnership or affiliation with someone in the same category as you can get a hold of their customers in a way where you benefit financially as well as that company that benefits financially. Because when a person starts a business, what they think about right away is competition. So if I'm the English teacher, I'm going to think every English teacher in my city, in my country, is my competition. Yet that is not the case. There are so many chances of cooperation. Let me give you an example. Just one of the partners we have, one of the structures we have for partnerships is with immigration consultants, because a lot of my candidates learn English, learn IELTS and CELPIP, and immigrants who are going to immigration lawyers or consultants know that they need to do these exams as well. Hence, AidSet Education partners up with a lot of immigration agencies, says, hey, you give us your clients, you do their immigration, we'll do their teaching part, and whatever we make, we'll share some commissions with you. This is just one stream of partnerships we have. Then we partner with a lot of corporate companies, and we have lots of structures where JVs really benefit us. Now, in your case, if you haven't started a business, let's talk about you just being an average person who's working or thinking about a side gig, or who already has a side gig. You can start JVs today. We'll talk about some platforms where you can do that, but going with the simplest of terms, let's say you have a community, okay? Let's say you're an immigrant. You have a community, or even if you're not an immigrant, you have a community. You have people in the church, you have people in the temple, in the mosque, or you have a Facebook group. Anywhere, you must be part of some sort of community. And if you're not, you can join Facebook groups, you can join online social clubs. There are just so many opportunities. Even if you're an introvert, the online world has opened up a lot of channels of communication. Now you join a group. You're part of a group, part of a community. Anyone can cook, right? And if you can cook, you can probably learn how to cook. It's very simple. I learned how to cook at the age of 17. It is so simple. It's not really difficult. So what you can do starting right now is go in that group, or speak to that admin, or make a post, or tell people yourself that, hey, you know what? I do a catering business and I make awesome food at a very low price. You want to start with a price which is just break even, just so you can get things started, just so you can test the market and tell people about it. All of a sudden, you have your catering business, you have your own food making business. And what you have done here is you have leveraged the power of an existing community where you can interact with the admin. You can say, hey, you know, these guys in your community, a lot of them are students, a lot of them are workers who don't have time to cook food. How about I let you help them by letting them know about my service? And in a way, we're partnering where you plus the admin help your community, and maybe the admin can make some commissions off this from your service, and you of course make a profit. Another simple example is tutoring. So this is how I started my business, by the way. Going to people, telling them about our service, but I was good in English. Okay, you must be good in something else. You might be good in maths, you might be good in science, you might be good in tutoring not only school subjects, but also something like cooking classes, fitness classes, driving classes, and so on. Once again, you go to your community, or you go to any tutoring agency, for example. Let's say this tutoring agency offers everything. They offer help for K1 to K12, math, English, science, but they don't have a biology teacher. So you are the bio teacher who has been tutoring for a long time, or who has a really good knowledge of bio. You go to this company, hey guys, you don't have a bio tutor, I can be that person for you, and how about when you are giving me students, we can share some commissions, or I can be on payroll, whatever. You can work out that structure and you can have a joint partnership with them. You can have a joint partnership in your community, again, in the same structure. Another example, and again, this is something that anyone with a computer can do, YouTube editing. All right, you can approach YouTubers who are editing their videos, and a lot of big time YouTubers, even people with millions of followers who can easily afford a person, an editor, they do editing by themselves. So you can message a bunch of YouTubers and tell them, hey, do you have an editing guy? If you have one, great. If not, I can be your editing guy, and this is my price. It's very cheap, and here's one sample. Prepare a sample of an edited video you have, show them what you can do, and you all of a sudden have a new gig. You have a new job. You can approach more YouTubers and just tell them, hey, I'm gonna edit your videos. It's so easy, right? Anyone can edit videos. It's just YouTubers sometimes don't have time to do it on their own. They would love to have your service. And this is yet again another way you're partnering with a YouTuber, or you're partnering with someone with a joint venture, an a vested interest in each other's mutual satisfaction. So with this, not only are you getting a hold of a lot of customers, but you already are talking to an established business which has been there for a long time, and all it's going to do is get your help, get your services, and provide you clients right away. Another few examples are, I'm sure you have friends who are realtors. I'm sure you have friends who are insurance service providers. These guys are always looking for clients. What you can do is tell your friends, your list of 200, 300 Facebook friends, and all the contacts you have on your phone. Hey guys, I have this really cool person who sells cars at the best deals possible. Let me know if you're looking for a new car. You're not a car salesman, but you are gonna send your contacts to this car salesman. Simply tell this car salesman, hey, let's share commissions. Hey, offer me this perk. I want this $500 gift card for every customer I'm sending you. For the realtor, same thing. I want a $1,000 gift card for every home you sell for my contacts. This is called joint ventures. This is called partnerships. If you want to be a realtor right now, or you want to be anyone right now, and you start on your own, you're going to have to find contacts by yourself. But why don't you partner with someone? Let me tell you something. If you're a realtor right now, you should not just only look for clients by yourself, but go to construction agencies, go to construction companies, and places where there are developments, and make deals with those construction companies, because they know who is buying houses, which developers are looking for houses, which residents are looking for houses, which areas have a huge demand, and you can work in those areas. You can work in partnerships with those construction companies as a realtor, and this is actually something that a lot of smart realtors do. So these are just some examples where you can start right away. No matter who you are and what your skill level is at, you can find some sort of joint venture and start on your own instead of looking for customers all by yourself, which is a nightmare. Let me tell you a very, very successful example of this, and there are just so many examples like this. DoorDash, Skip the Dishes, Uber Eats. What they did was they started to approach restaurants and said, hey, you don't have the budget for a delivery guy. It costs you a lot. You don't have time or resources for that. How about we arrange delivery drivers for you? Okay, we'll arrange them for you, we'll manage all your delivery, and this is going to be our partnership. And that worked. And if you might be thinking how they made a profit, because the restaurant could say, we'll just hire our own delivery guy. It doesn't work like that. The restaurants are so busy, they just don't have time for a delivery guy or the resources for a delivery guy. And they pay Uber Eats and these companies about 30% or 50% more on top of the food price just for their service. So by the way, this is a tip. If you do pickups or you eat in the restaurant, it is cheaper than if you order from companies like DoorDash or Skip the Dishes, because they have a surcharge. Okay, so they charge 50% more, and because of that, the restaurants increase their price when it ultimately delivers to your home. So you're actually paying more money if you get a delivery. But at the same time, this is a concept where one business was able to negotiate with another business, and it became a huge company. I'm pretty sure it's more than $1 billion company, something like DoorDash. So this is another example where joint venture was the whole base of the business. DoorDash doesn't do any Google ads. They don't do Google ads for companies. They just partner with companies. And that's one thing where you can really develop as a business. Now, all these examples that I was giving you were examples of daily life where we as normal people can have opportunities for side gigs or side businesses. But if you're already a business, you need to approach other businesses because you're a professional company. Now you have a website, you have a reputation, and you can approach businesses with your qualification, with your reputation. And when you do this, there are lots of platforms to do it. First of all, there are authors, people not only publishing books, but publishing articles all over. Blog posts, check them out online based on your industry. Newsletters, all these things, all these posts in social media, Facebook posts, Instagram posts. You can go in your niche, approach businesses or business owners in your niche and try to find partnerships with them. A very good website I would recommend here is jvnotifypro.com as well as clickbank.com. When you go to these websites, you see a lot of people launching their products and a lot of people with offers in your niche with different things that they're launching and doing with their business. All you got to do is research these people, go on their Facebook page or go on their company page, message them, tell them, hey, we're in the same field, maybe there's an opportunity for partnership. If you don't want to go here, go on LinkedIn, tell them, hey, we're in the same business, maybe there's an opportunity for a partnership. That's it, guys. You will know with JVs, you can leverage so much power. And another example, what we do at AZ Education is we work with employees of different companies. So a lot of our corporate partnerships are with employees who work in different companies, but they're immigrants and their English levels are weak. So we say, all right, give us your employees for a few weeks, we'll train them, we'll improve their English levels so much that you wouldn't recognize that they're the same person. And that's exactly what we do. That's again one layer on how we build our partnerships. We also work with some schools and immigration consultants, as I mentioned, and there's just so much potential of growth this way. You don't need to build thousands of customers by yourself. You can get access to thousands of customers already built by someone else, by some other business, and you can just provide your services as long as it's mutually beneficial. I hope this video helps and it gives you an idea on how to make money in these tough times, and it gives you a leverage over the rest of your competition, because remember, 90% people don't know this. Most people go by themselves. They go door to door, they knock on doors, and they knock on Facebook profiles individually trying to find people. If you do this, you're one of the very advanced people in business who's gonna go with this approach, and you're gonna be so much ahead. You're gonna be miles ahead of your competition. Just try this out, and I hope this really helps out. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you very soon. Take care.